Welcome to the Trading Daddies podcast, hosted by yours truly, the ugly one, and as always, my amazing co-host,
Teflon John in the building.
Tef Leezy, Faux Sheezy, in the Heezy, with no beezies today. No beezies.
Just the wife.
True, very true. No other else but that. We are loyal gentlemen here. Very loyal gentlemen.
I told her she's stuck with me. So,
did you throw away the receipt?
Oh, you want to get to that?
You throw away the receipt?
Man, going into 6 years of marriage, I've been keeping tabs.
Keeping tabs.
So when she pisses me off one day, I'll be like, bam, 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 bam. Oh, now you got a job? Bam, bam, bam.
Oh my God! Before we get to the show, make sure that you guys subscribe in the bottom. Make sure that you give us hit that post notification bell, smash that like button. It definitely helps out with the YouTube algorithm. And with that being said, let's get to the episode. Welcome to the Trading Daddies podcast, hosted by yours truly, Nico Reyes, and as always,
Tef Leezy, Faux Sheezy.
Tef Leezy, Faux Sheezy. Hey, buddy, what are you drinking there?
I have made an iced mocha latte with whipped cream and chocolate drizzle on top.
Chocolate drizzle. You know what? One thing about the pandemic is been a lot of people have been making like coffees at home because it's annoying just to leave the house. You have to get your full hazmat suit on in order for you to get coffee. You know what I mean? We're like a year in. I mean, we're getting vaccinated. Dude, I'm getting vaccinated next week. I'm kind of excited.
Well, which one are you getting?
The 5G chip, always. I want something that would give me a third leg and grow wings.
Oh, so you're getting the Tesla chip?
I want the Tesla.
The Tesla vaccine.
I want the Tesla vaccine. No, so when we went into pandemic, everybody was making that whipped coffee, like everything was,
Oh yeah, well, what was that called? Because
it's the Dalgona coffee or whatever it's called.
There you go. Dude, my wife, me and my wife, we were on that for like 2 months every single day.
Was it good?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, dude, the effort of that kind of annoys me. Like the effort of it, like as dudes, I think we can definitely whip it up easy because we are used to that kind of motion. Know what I'm saying? But you know what I mean? Like we have to be good at that. Like I feel like I'm so good that I have carpal tunnel. But I've gotten into like making sure that I have enough coffee as part of like I have an espresso here. I have a cold brew maker, like I make my own cold brew, but I've been experimenting with like a bunch of different coffees. And I found this company called Bones Coffee. They have like super good flavors. Like my favorite right now is like a red velvet. It's black coffee. It's not sweet at all, but it has a red velvet flavoring.
Red velvet coffee?
Yeah, dude, check that out. Check out Bones Coffee Company. It's pretty fire. Like outside of the pandemic, did you usually go out to get coffee?
Not really. I mean, I can make everything at home now.
Nice. Like what's your top 5 coffees?
Like look at this.
From the house, from home.
From home?
Yeah.
The wife loves the iced mocha latte. Iced coffee. I drink a lot of iced coffee nowadays. I do. I do get from the store. I go get the ice dark roast from Starbucks. Okay. We do have an espresso machine, so from time to time we would just do hot lattes here and there. We also have a drip coffee. We have sometimes I make cold brew. Steep it for about 36 hours. Super strong, smooth, bold, light whip. I've been whipping it a lot.
Nice.
lately. I mean, me and the wife we were talking about it, and I manage so many restaurants, right? Like, I worked at Panera, I worked at Dunkin', I worked at Buffalo Wild Wings, and it was just a combination. And I worked at a pizza place too, but I think they went bankrupt. But what I'm trying to say is, I worked at all these places.
Was it Luckin Pizza?
Huh?
Was it Luckin Pizza?
Luckin Pizza. They were fudging numbers. But the experience that I gained, that I acquired from all these places, like I didn't have to go to like culinary school.
Yeah.
Like if you want me to whip pizza from scratch, dude, I'll whip it, and I'll even toss it in the air with my like little pinky, like. And then
you can do that.
Yeah.
Can you record that? I want to see that. I really want to see that.
Like if you want me to whip, iced coffee or hot coffee, bam, like Instagram quality. If you want me to make you some wings, dude, I showed you. I had honey barbecue, mango heat. I did garlic parmesan the other day. Yesterday I did carne asada. Man, when I whipped the carne asada, check this out. The marinade was, you're not gonna believe this, olive oil, orange juice, soy sauce, balsamic vinaigrette, cilantro, chipotle, seasoning, garlic. What else was I missing? Yeah,
I seen that. I saw
onion.
that.
Yeah, it was fuego.
Yeah, John sends me food pictures all the time.
Yeah,
and the food that he sends me is amazing. They look really good. And then I turn around and send him Filipino food because I know that he misses it.
For some reason I can't cook Filipino food. But if you want me to cook, fried rice, like, dude, I can whip panda too, like orange chicken, you name it, beef
They're
broccoli.
intercontinental. That's you.
Yeah. Like if you want me to cook, honey walnut shrimp, I'll cook honey walnut shrimp. Ain't no honey walnut chicken over here. All right.
That's reserved for people named Brian with a tattoo that says super flow, or so he thinks, but it's actually anal bleed.
But what we can take from our experiences, we can actually use it in real life. And I'm blessed to have worked with, at all these places. Mm-hmm. I don't regret it at all. I do miss it, but I don't, miss the actual job. I miss the food. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So who knows? I mean, we might start a segment, again, cooking daddies. and you might see us on Discovery Channel, who are Food Network. Who knows?
So long disc A, long on disc A, definitely long on disc A. Me personally, I like my favorite coffees right now is anything from Bones. Also, dude, if you have an espresso, have you ever tried this?
Just iced espresso?
So this is called the Nomad bottle. So you can get it at Nespresso.com. So what you do is you fill this all the way up. What Nespresso do you have? Do you have like the small capsules or the Virtuos?
I don't even know.
Small pods.
No, they're not. I grind my own beans.
And then you have your own like Nespresso pod?
No. It's compressed and it's just hot water.
So you're telling me that you actually have an espresso maker?
Yeah.
You have an espresso maker. Like you have that.
Yeah, and then we have a steamer and everything.
Well, thanks for the invite.
I told you. What were you thinking? I said I have an espresso machine. Huh?
I thought you said Nespresso, the small little.
Not no Nespresso. Hell no, that's the fake stuff.
Whoa.
That's the fake stuff. And they're expensive. Those pods are expensive. You can go to Costco and get a bag of espresso beans for like $15,
Yeah, it's me buying in bulk. I mean, I'm the only one who drinks coffee in the house.
Yeah, and then, dude, that'll last you. If you're drinking one a day, last you like a month,
That's true. That's true. My top favorite coffee of all time is like Phil's. Phil's everything. God, I love Phil's.
What was the story with Phil's? It's local in San Francisco, right?
Yeah, they started off of 24th Mission. In the Mission District, in the city, it was this guy named Phil.
Mm-hmm.
the way he roasted his coffees is just amazing. A small batch.
Yeah.
Everything is handmade. The way that they go in there and you order your coffee and they build it for you right then and there, depending on your specification. So it's a customized cup. It's just amazing how they actually do it.
Yeah. I have a dream that, someday, me and my wife, we were talking about it, out here in Idaho, it's not really, I don't want to say it's not diverse, but I do want someday to start my own restaurant out here, restaurant or bakery, because I love to bake as well. God, I'm a pastry hoard addict.
You know who has amazing pastries?
Oh,
shout out to our editor and the man behind the scenes.
Yes.
Of all of this. If you guys have, I mean, I don't know why it took it so long to shout him out, but Vince, you are a god, and thank you for all that you do. But Vince has his family owns a restaurant in Hayward. Yep. What's it called again?
Le Paradis.
Le Paradis in Hayward. If you happen to be in Hayward, stop by, grab some pastries. The best apple loaves you'll ever have in your life.
And I've been there like a few times already. I do miss it. And it's funny because I gotta ask Vince, why they named it, Le Paradis.
It's I think it's cultural, isn't it? Because I mean he's Vietnamese, and then how the French occupied Vietnam, and then all the culinary stuff. Because it's really good cafe. I mean the food is amazing too. We have
their pastries are amazing. Golden brown, flaky. Oh my god.
Yeah, Vince, send me some stuff because I'm over here. I'm getting skinny, Vince.
Send us some care package.
Send us a care package. John needs a care package. John needs some loaves. Their baguettes are amazing too. I mean, dude, that entire restaurant is fire. Shout out to them. If you're in Hayward again, make sure that you guys stop by Le Paradis.
It's off of Foothill. It's right next to the casino, the Palace. For you degenerates, if you live in the Bay Area, you know about the Palace, how grimy it is.
Yeah. So, if you were going to create your own restaurant or make your own restaurant, right? What would you cook, or what would you do? Would you actually bring some legitimate flavor in the town of Ammon, Idaho?
I don't know. I'd probably introduce them to salt and pepper first.
Take out reasons.
Salt and pepper first, and then level up to, like, let's say, I don't know, sugar, and then maybe cinnamon.
Show them a different use of paprika and just not on deviled eggs.
No, paprika is like level 9. All right, we're talking about sugar.
Dude, cinnamon. They know how to use paprika. They know how to use paprika, but they only use paprika in deviled eggs. Yes.
What's next? Paprika, chipotle seasoning.
Seasoning.
Yeah, I'm gonna introduce. I'm not even gonna introduce, like actual food. I'm just gonna introduce, seasonings first.
I've always wanted to start like my own business, and we're doing this is right here. This is kind of like our pet project, right? Mm-hmm. Essentially, it's gonna turn into a full blown business. Mm-hmm. But I've always thought of the dumbest, but it makes sense. Like the smartest, dumbest business ideas on earth. Like, for example, I've when food trucks were hot, like when food trucks were fresh, and then everybody was getting a food truck. Let's get a food truck. I've always thought about making my own fried rice company, like a fried rice food truck, and call it Rice Baby. So imagine if you're driving down the road and you hear dun 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 dun. It's like the ice cream man, but I'm gonna call the rice.
Rice Baby.
Bro, that's catchy as fuck. You know what I mean? That's hella catchy. It's different fried rice all the time, but you can't get anything else. You can only order fried rice. It's customized. It's like the Chipotle of fried rice. So you get to pick whatever rice you want, like long grain, brown rice, like short grain, Cal Rose, and then you get to pick the seasonings and the toppings, and then we pan fry it like Genghis Khan. You remember Genghis Khan? Right, like that, and then bam, Rice Baby.
Genghis Khan in Sun Valley Mall. Is that what you're talking about?
Sun Valley Mall.
We're talking about like 20 years ago.
Yeah, remember how you used to? These are tiny bowls. I'm pretty sure all malls across America have seen a Mongolian barbecue spot. There's nothing Mongolian about it. Like
Dude,
I don't.
Sorry to cut you off, but malls are just a dying breed. They just recently closed Macy's out here.
No way.
Yeah, they went out of business, and I think JCPenney's next. And then you ever heard of Dillard's?
I heard of Dillard's, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I don't think we have that, in the West Coast, but I guess in the Middle East or Midwest, they're famous in Midwest and I guess in the East Coast. Dillard's, it's like a Macy's.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they're gonna last either because they're right next to it. But yeah, dude, malls are a dying breed.
Yeah, I mean,
Sucks.
over here, you've been to Stonestown before, right?
Yeah.
That Nordstrom is now shut down.
Oh damn.
Yeah, that Nordy is now down.
We live in an age where e-commerce will just continue to boom. And I want to get into this one. I want to go deep into this one because FAA cleared drones to actually deliver products out in the future.
I mean, I've seen them here in San Francisco. I've seen drones deliver stuff out here
already.
I mean, I've seen videos, but I don't know what the validity of the videos are. But I'm assuming that the first people to get stuff delivered is here in San Francisco.
That's crazy. Amazon is just, I think Amazon is just getting started.
I feel like the robots need to unionize.
Oh, dude, what happened with Amazon?
No, we'll get to that. We'll get to that later. We'll get to that later in our current event section. But like other business ideas that I thought about is like an adult themed mini golf course. Like not like
Top Golf.
No, not like Top Golf. Because Top Golf is, yes, it's adult because you can have beverages, right? And like drinks or whatever, and then have like food.
Uh-huh.
Right? I love the idea of Top Golf. The idea of Top Golf is amazing. But a mini golf course that's adult themed, as in X-rated, right? Pretty cool stuff, and call it foreplay. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like FORE and then exclamation point dash play.
You got some good business ideas, bro.
I'm telling you, I just need some capital.
You got some good business ideas, but I don't think they're gonna work in Idaho.
No, I mean, it's gonna have to be in Vegas. Can you imagine like having a bachelorette party at foreplay?
Make sure Paul Pierce is invited.
Paul Pierce is always invited. Paul Pierce is always invited. Also, maybe what if we come up with another business idea in Vegas also that could cater to Paul Pierce's niche, right? And have a gentleman's club that's race car themed.
How would that work?
It's called the pole position. Like, you know how, like, if you're talking here in the front position in a race, it's called the pole position. But can you imagine a race car themed strip club? Hey, don't knock it, bro. That sounds brilliant. A race
you need to put a patent on these names.
Dude, I'm telling you, these
before someone grabs it.
the pole position.
Rice, baby. Foreplay.
And the pole position. Bro, these are gonna be part of the Trading Daddies Incorporated umbrella. We're patent pending. If I see that out in the streets, I know you listen to us and you didn't give us any credit. I will sue.
We're coming for you.
We're definitely gonna come for you. Don't do that to us. You want to get into some Q&A real quick?
Go ahead. Oh, we're actually gonna talk about the stock market.
We're actually, yeah, dude. Let's talk about how everything went for you though.
Everything went well, actually. This week was check this out. So we've been harping that tech will eventually catch up to the market,
and it did,
and it did
in 2 days.
in like I don't think we had a red day this week.
Nope.
In the market. So
take a look at the chart. Actually,
I think in a week and a half, we pretty much covered our entire losses for the past 2 months.
Yeah.
But granted,
we haven't recovered all of our losses yet.
I know, but granted, for our listeners, when you look at the stock market, the market ran, right? The market's back, QQQ, NASDAQ, it's back, but not all stocks are created equal. Not all stocks ran, okay? There were some losers still, but not all of them were winners, right? Like, for example, Amazon. Well, the FANG stocks ran. Yeah. Facebook, Apple, Amazon, Netflix, Google, Microsoft, except for Tesla. Tesla's boo-boo.
This is a key right here.
Yeah, man, dude, that thing was on roids, man.
Yeah, like it shot up. Like
that
MA9 crossed over at one inflection, at one point, and just left everything behind.
Yeah, and April's always been historically. April's always been, really good for stocks.
Oh yeah, we're back. Look at this. All-time highs.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
That's gonna go ham, dude. I feel like it's gonna go ham, and it like this right here, unnecessary.
That was such a waste.
Yeah,
past 2 months. Man.
A month and a half of pain that didn't make sense to me.
I almost sold my oldest daughter. Anyway,
I was about to sell a kidney and a spleen. I was gonna give a 2 for special.
You can chop off a piece of your liver and then pawn it.
Pawn a liver? How do you pawn a liver? How do you pawn a liver? Like, what is the process of pawning a? Like, can you elaborate for me? How?
Go to a pawn shop, bro. Be like, hey, you want half of my liver?
Go to a pawn shop and say, hey, I have a half a liver. Would you like to? Oh, here's another one. Here's another dumb idea. Here's another stupid smart idea. What if we take livers from donors? You know how, like, knock on wood, people get deceased, right? And then the back of their ID say organ donor.
Mm-hmm.
We'll harvest those livers legally and then send them to people who need livers. Call it delivery. This is going to be a common theme as we discuss certain things. If I come up with a new idea, bro.
I watch a lot of Grey's Anatomy because, my wife loves that show. I'm pretty sure they already do that.
No. That's a public company. Like, I mean, that's the hospital, right? That's the hospital transferring stuff. What if we like Uberfy it? Like, you know how like it's a ride share, but we'll call it like organ sharing, like the organ sharing space.
Oh, God,
right? But we have to specialize in only livers.
Oh my God!
Also, we can also cater to the chefs that need like animal livers for their food. So like if a chef wants chicken livers, we deliver it. John's like, if you guys are not watching this on YouTube, John is almost done with me in the back.
Oh my God, what the
John's about to quit this channel and say, I'm out. I don't want to be here anymore. But let's get back to our week, bro. How any notable trade?
Bro, it's too early, bro. Like this is too early.
It is 9:42 on a Saturday.
Yeah,
it is 9:42 on a Saturday.
Full day, by the way.
It's gorgeous outside. What any good trades that you made? Like anything that stands out?
Salesforce. I've been eyeing Salesforce. DraftKings. DraftKings is not ready yet. I feel like I miss Microsoft already. I don't like to trade Amazon. I don't like to trade Google. It's always been Microsoft, Apple, or Tesla. And
Is there a reason
you
why
shorted
don't trade,
Nvidia? That was really gutsy.
which one?
You
Shorted Nvidia?
Yeah. That was really a gutsy move. And a little disclaimer, all right, call me a degenerate or an autist, whatever. I got a July 690 call for Tesla.
It's not a degenerate move. I do see 690 and I see 800 in the next 2 months.
I do too.
I see 800 in the next 2 months.
I do too. I'm gonna let this ride. And I'm gonna, full disclaimer. I'm gonna show you guys, and keep you guys up to date, on this call right here. I got that yesterday. My plan is to basically just swing Tesla for the entire year. Obviously, I'm gonna add on to, probably buy a leap, January, because I'm tired of just like looking at Tesla every single day. All I have to look at is the price. That's it.
You want to see something interesting? This is very interesting. Speaking of Tesla, right? You can look at this chart.
Dude, it's if you look at the past, week or so, that's a flag.
So this right here, right? This right here, and then it's gonna flag down here. It's gonna break out here. Check this out. The wedge is still alive. And you know what date this wedge ends in? April 26th.
Come on, man. come on, man. No.
You tell me you're not seeing the same exact thing I'm looking at.
I'm looking at the screen. Oh, come on, man.
Tell me that you're not looking at the same exact wedge that I'm looking at. We drew this together.
Did you just make that? Oh, come on, man.
We drew this wedge together.
April 26th is earnings, by the way.
I know exactly. If we drew this wedge together, that is the point that we're gonna find out if this is true or not. You know what I mean?
Oh God.
This is it. Dude. We saw this. We saw this 2 weeks ago when we saw that episode. We made that episode. If you guys haven't yet, it's gonna be up in here, one of the cards. How we talked about Tesla and it's just ready. It's just ready to pop. And it's been consolidating around these levels, and this wedge is still alive. Notice this wedge is still alive, and look at where the wedge ends.
Oh my God, earnings.
On earnings,
yeah. So the wedge, how we drew it was we took at the very top of Tesla, which was 900 something, 901 or
this
whatever.
is where we bought it.
Yeah, no, we didn't. Stop. You always say that every damn episode. No, we didn't. Guys, he's lying. All right, we bought it at 840, and then we started averaging down.
Oh my God!
So check this out. We're working on a project right now. We're gonna release it. It's our first, solo act, whatever. And it's about Tesla. And we made a bear and a bull case. It's a short video. Would love for you guys to check it out. It might be coming out today, but really what you're looking at for Q2 are, again, deliveries. Okay. How did the chip shortage affect the overall production? And right now we're hearing that, there's a battery shortage, but really what they're looking at is deliveries and how Tesla responded, with all this crisis, right? That damn ship got stuck in that canal. Now also, we're looking at Texas, the Texas location. I think it's going to be halfway done. I think they're going to go online by July. Don't quote me on that one. I think I probably misread it. But imagine Tesla blowing out of the water, again, out of the park. If they hit, 180 to 200,000 deliveries for this Q2, I think it'll pop again.
Yeah, I think so too.
Because when they announced, Q1 deliveries, it popped 7%.
Yeah.
And on average, Tesla needs to do about 270,000, vehicles from here on out. I know it's a far stretch, but you know, Elon Musk did say, "Oh, I think we're going to do 1 million this year, a million vehicles." So
and remember this. Remember this for those who are new to trading Tesla. Elon's compensation is directly based on how the stock is doing.
Yep.
So if the stock's not doing so hot, he's not getting paid.
Yeah.
But also remember that the earnings report, this earnings report is going to include their Bitcoin investment.
That too. Oh my God. And Bitcoin's running. So
and Bitcoin running?
I was completely wrong on that one when I saw the chart, and it's setting up for a hammer. I think it broke 60 grand last night.
Oh, it did?
Yeah, it did.
Nice.
If you look at the weekly chart, oh my God, it's setting up for another, move. So who knows? Who
60K
knows
right now?
Huh?
60K, it's holding.
It is holding. So the weekends are always for crypto traders.
Yeah. Degenerates.
Yeah.
Nice. I like that. So it's going to include the Bitcoin investment. That's definitely going to be one thing that to note. Me, on the other hand, I did short NVIDIA Thursday for an overnight swing, plus 200 on that. Finally, a win. Neo's dumping for some reason because of China tightening some policies.
Dude, China's just a mess, man.
Nah, they know what they're doing. The CCP don't play. But also, I don't play because I added 10 more calls. So now I'm holding 20 Neo calls for the 48 strike that expires May 21st.
48?
Yeah, 48.
Where's your OTM boy shirt?
My OTM boy shirt's outside.
You should be wearing it.
I should be wearing the OTM shirt.
Way out of the money. You're talking about 25% jump.
Yeah, don't follow that trade. I told John, don't judge me. And he looks at me and he goes, "Yeah, I'm judging you."
And then I send you, I just bought a call for Tesla. I just bought a call on Tesla. So don't judge me.
Don't judge me. I'm actually long on SPY too. April 21st for the 420.
I think you'll catch
it's looking really good. It's doable. And I'm wearing the diamond hands hat because you know what popped this week? The fan favorite, the almighty PLTR. The almighty PLTR popped this week. There is some news coming in on Wednesday for their double click demo for enterprise customers. So we're definitely going to see some potentially if it's well received, then we're going to get some more running up. And I think hopefully, I'm not going to say it, but hopefully this may be, this may be, you know what I mean? No. Let's get into some Q&A. Let's Rob $100. What's up, Rob? Lulu, por favor. We will cover Lulu on tomorrow's episode for Daddy Bits. You got our word.
Lulu's expensive, man. First of all, their stock's expensive. Their stuff is expensive. I mean,
I like. You know what? I've owned some pairs of Lulu. I'm actually wearing Lulu shorts right now.
Wait, Lulu has stuff for men?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm all about athleisure. I always want to look like I'm about to work out, but I'm not working out. I just want to. I just want to be like, if I'm out in the streets and people see me wearing athleisure gear, I just want them to think that at a moment's notice I'm ready to run. But nah, I'm not gonna run. I just want to look at it. I just want to look like I'm about to lift something. Yeah. The only thing I'm lifting is a donut. Robot Turbo Imperial. Wow. Shades emoji. Wow. Wow. Not a question. Comment. Cool. Thank you.
Shout out to you.
She's actually going to be trading stuff on the TOS scanner, and she is scalping.
Who?
Jenny Chu. Jenny Chu is a scalper queen. Good for her. Good for her.
You know what? Scalping is a tough gig.
Oh, it is.
That means you have to be on your screen like glued.
Laser focus.
You can't miss 1 minute or 2 minutes. That's it. You have to be glued. So shout out to you. It's a tough gig. I mean, more power to you.
Yeah. I feel like every time I hear the word scalp, I always think of Inglorious Bastards.
Oh,
yeah. I want my scalps.
Mm-hmm.
Houseofprofits.fx. What is your morning routine? This is a good one.
Wow. Are you following us, by the way?
Yeah, good. What is your morning routine, John?
My morning routine, man, I wake up, check my futures. If it's green or red, then you would want to. Well, first it starts with the night before. You want to set up your scans. You want to set up your charts. You want to set up your trades. These are your trade plans. And then the following morning, when you wake up, you want to check futures. See if the market's running or the market's red. Then you look into your plays if they're still viable. That's it. If they are, great, execute them. If they're not, don't force it because most likely it's shit. And then after that, once you execute it, like me personally, I don't want to be glued to the screen for the next 8 hours anymore because I got 3 kids. And then after that, just once they're done, I'm on my way out. That's it with the kids.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. My morning routine kind of starts at the night after we do daddy bits. I do a little bit more charting, trying to find out the next play, keeping futures on watch just to make sure that we're in for our plays depending on what the direction of the market is. Then I'll start scanning on TD Ameritrade. They do have like amazing scanners for you guys. I mean, you could check for bullish RSIs, bearish RSIs, and then you pick the best one. And then try to see if it's a viable play. Make sure they put that on their watch list. And if it pans out, then it pans out. But if it doesn't, don't force it. Never chase a trade. Never chase a trade because it's the worst feeling of all. And make sure that you guys aren't. Make sure that you guys take the profits as you see it.
Yeah.
Unless it's a longer conviction play. Like if you do leaps, let the leaps red. Right? Because you've done the work in order for you to decide to take that trade. Remember that when you do take a trade, we would hope that you would have done your due diligence, your DD, in order for you to execute that trade.
Mm-hmm.
Not because it pops up on a screen and says, hey, buy this now. No, don't buy it now. You don't have to buy it now. You have to really look at where it's going, potentially, and where it's been. Because the past will kind of tell you what the trajectory is. If you take a look at like the last week's action, if it's on a downtrend and it's kind of swinging up now, might be a good play. If it's on an uptrend and it's kind of going down now, then you might want to short it. So, make sure that you guys do the work. And in the morning, I wake up, I check futures. If it's good, I'm going to sleep in for another 15 minutes. And then I'll get up, turn on my computer, make my coffee, and then execute a few if I need to. And then I'll just keep tabs on it, making sure that I set my alerts for the day. So if I see a play that's breaking down, I would have had an exit strategy already. And then that's it.
Who's next?
Oh, speaking of routine, you know what also rhymes with routine?
Huh.
Poutines. So think about it this way, right? I love poutine. The idea of French fries and gravy and cheese curds, fire. But imagine a poutine restaurant that's Russian themed.
Oh my God!
You see where I'm going with this? I hope you see where I'm going.
I just got it.
I hope you see where I'm going with this. It's Vladimir Putin's. You're
gonna get shut down. Like some KGB agent, like gonna fly from Russia and like take FERT class. The following morning, they're gonna come up to your door, and be like, "Shut this down right now."
Shut this down right now. You're right.
I can't do a Russian accent. in Russia, shut this down right now. Right now. Right now.
In Mother Russia, you don't eat French fries. French fries eat you.
In Mother Russia, no Putin. No Putin. Right now. Russia, shut down. Right now.
And there's a tagline. There's a tagline to this. Eat it, or he will Putin it in your mouth.
I cannot. I cannot. I cannot. That was actually a good one.
Let's get to the stock of the week. Let's get to the stock of the week.
Do we even have time for a stock of the week?
We have like 10 minutes.
Well, we still gotta cover a lot of things. All right, the stock of the week. As you all know, the wife bought a car using an online dealership. It's called Vroom. I'm pretty sure I discussed it back like a month ago. We got a what's called a well, it was a nice deal. First of all, we closed on it last month. We're happy with the car. We got an Ascent, a nice one. Man, it's perfect for us because it seats what, eight people.
Yeah,
and then we got it from Vroom, and ticker symbol VRM. Okay, so it's online. I don't know, how do you want to call this? It's an online car dealership where you buy your car online, one click of a button. Obviously, you got to go through paperwork. If it all pans out, then they ship you the car through a mega wheeler. And if you're trading in your car, they're gonna pick up your old car and then obviously drop off your new car. And they take care of all the paperwork because obviously you paid for everything. And then they'll send you all of the plates registered to the right state, okay? Because we live in Idaho. So right now the car doesn't have any tags on it right now, so they're shipping the tags as well. It takes about probably like a few weeks. The car was in mint condition, and the way when it was delivered, huh?
Was it brand new?
It's used, but it only had 10,000 miles.
Nice.
Yeah, I think it was like a leased car because dude, the inside was like immaculate. It still smelled like a brand new car. But anyways, so when Vroom dropped it off, they dropped it off at a gas station, and it's so funny because one of the cars, the battery died, and then like basically the driver couldn't access my car. Remember, I showed you a video.
You FaceTimed me that day.
Yeah, that I FaceTimed you that day. I was stuck in that gas station for like 3-4 hours because my wife was like, well, I'm not about to wait with like all these kids in a gas station for hours, so I'm going to drop you off over here. So, I went to go to a gas station, grabbed the 6-pack and, just started drinking like on the curb and while I was waiting for the car. But anyways, so Vroom is a multi-billion-dollar enterprise. The market cap is about 5.5 billion. So it's not a mom and pop shop. They're known nationwide. You've probably seen their tags. It just says Vroom on it, VROOM, with a red tag on it. And they've done a lot of commercials because recently I saw one. Their counterparts are CarMax. Carvana. Carvana is actually the leader when it comes to online shopping for cars. But the reason we chose Vroom was because I don't know, for some reason my wife saw it, and I thought Carvana was actually a better choice. But we're happy with the car, obviously. The market cap right now, it sits at 5.5 billion, has tons of room for growth, because I do think that the traditional way of shopping for cars is boo-boo, and who would want to waste time in a car dealership, especially when you're in a car dealership and they just try to sell you something else.
I know,
really. They always do that. So might as well go online and actually pick the car that you actually want. Okay, it's not a bidding site. If you have the cash or if you have the finance, go for it, and then just say, hey, I'm going to put a deposit. This car is mine. It's not a bidding site, okay? So if it's listed as an X amount of dollars, go for it, right? But anyways, Vroom, our experience with Vroom was not, it wasn't the best, okay? Customer service was like, I do feel like they need to work on customer service, because when we went to the finance department or we went to talk to the warranty department, it was like so many different departments, and they were not all in sync at all. No, they were not. So when we were talking to like the warranty side, they're like, oh, you got to talk to the finance, oh, you got to talk to corporate, or you got to talk to this and that, the delivery guy. And it's funny because Vroom mentioned, oh, your car is going to be delivered next week. And next thing you know, a few hours later, the driver called us, oh, I'm going to drop off your car in 3 hours. I'm like, what the hell? Like,
so
what happened to next week?
That's like Chinese food. When you order it, it's on your table. Like, I want the orange. Here you go.
Let's not talk about Chinese food. Anyways. So yeah, it was just confusing because like the chain of communications was like non-existent. Like seriously. And when we got back to corporate, we're like, hey, what if we were like out of town? Where were you guys going to drop off the car? Like, how would you guys pick up our car? Would you guys go back? Because the guy was heading to Seattle from Texas. Like, how would you guys make this work? Like, dude, we called them and we're like, you guys are a mess.
Yeah.
Like, you said next week, and 3 hours later, our car's here. I'm like, what the heck?
Like, so fast.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, yeah, it was really fast. But anyways, Vroom's currently trading at $40.33. So the current 52-week low is 26.96, which is not that far off. But they had a high when it ran, when it had their glory days at 75.49.
Mm-hmm.
What I want to look into is how Vroom will fix all of this mess, because Carvana is like miles ahead, like years, light years ahead of them. And I don't even know why we chose Vroom, but Carvana, we see them on last night I just saw a Carvana commercial, and it was so convenient. Like, they were claiming that if you buy a car right now, you can get it within like as fast as like the following day.
At least they know that you could get it the following day.
Vroom was like, oh, you go get it next week. But anyway, yeah. So Vroom has a nice chart actually. That can actually fill the gap where it fell. It can actually fill the gap at 43. So you're looking at about 8 to 9% gain to fill that gap. So I mean, would you trade Vroom? That's my question. Ticker symbol VRM. That's the stock of the week for this week.
Definitely. If you guys are interested in trading Vroom, we'd like to hear your thoughts. So please make sure that you drop them down below in the comments.
I wouldn't use them again.
You wouldn't use them again?
No.
Terrible. Maybe they'll get better.
Huh?
Maybe they'll get better.
Probably when they get bought out.
Oh, fire. Let's get some current events in. We are kind of a little bit pressed for time, but let's talk about Alibaba.
Dude, okay. Real quick, long story short, Alibaba got fined like $3 billion. That's a lot of money, because Vroom is like what, a $5 billion company, right? Yep. Alibaba was able to like just hand out the cash to the CCP and be like, you know what, here you go, whatever. $3 billion fine in anti-monopoly probe. So basically, Alibaba got in trouble because it's basically forcing its merchants, its sellers, to only sell in its platform, right? Mm-hmm. So imagine if Amazon did that to their merchants, right? It'll be chaos. But I don't think they really care. So the CCP was like, the CCP was like, fine. And Jack Ma, that's my boy.
I mean, save
my boy worked at KFC some years ago.
Our boy Jack needs some help. Our boy Jack, man.
Dude, he should just come to America, bro.
I know. If he moved Alibaba to maybe, you know what? Amazon's not gonna let that happen.
Yeah.
Amazon's not gonna let that happen.
Free market.
Every country or every growing economy needs some type of e-commerce site.
Oh yes.
Right?
Yes.
And here there's already way too much. There's already Amazon, Shopify. There's Big C. I'm hearing rumblings of Jumia coming here. Like why? Like why are you doing that? Stay there. Stay over there.
Blood
I
diamond.
heard that they're going to be doing pretty good things for Jumia. But I think there's something deeper here as part of the CCP, just not liking how Jack is as a person.
They're just a hater.
Yeah, they're hating on our boy Jack. I feel like this is more politically motivated than anything at all. Because Jack is a strong voice out in China because he's rich. You know what I mean? So if the CCP could temper those expectations, they definitely will. Another thing that we want to talk about is a quote unquote chip shortage. Not a chip shortage, the battery shortage. John, what are your thoughts about this battery shortage?
The next thing you know, like we've had the chip shortage, now it's a battery shortage. I mean, what's next, right? Like,
Wiring shortage. So they're saying that there's not enough lithium that's being mined, turning it into batteries. But I think what this is a way for the financial media to temper our expectations. Because they're thinking, oh, this is going to be another bull run right here. And there's, financial media is just being haters. Let us win. All right. Not just your head friends.
I just want to cash out on my Tesla, 690 calls, man. Just cash out, man. Like,
right. Amazon popped this week. Popped this week on some I don't know if it's savory or unsavory news. Because people in Alabama stop the unionization of Amazon workers.
Yeah, that sucks. I mean, I don't know. There's pros and cons when it comes to unionization, right? It's there's no right answer for it.
We've talked about this on the episode before. If the union, there are good unions out there. There are great unions out there, right? If they take these workers' interests first. Right, because I've seen some unions are existing just because they want to collect that fee, but they don't really do any. They don't really do a lot.
Yep.
But if I feel like if this union was really about it, they would have fought harder and make sure that everybody was on board, because they would promise everything. They would promise the world in order for them to unionize. You know what I mean? But it's a win for Amazon, because obviously they don't have to pay higher wages. It's a negative for the negative for the workers, because obviously I want them to have better working conditions. I don't want the idea that my packages are being handled by people who are under stress. I don't think that's not right for them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, shit. Poor Vince. Go ahead.
Poor Vince. Vince, let's get you paid so that we don't have to you don't have to drive down East 14 anymore. We care. We do.
Bankrupt and international.
Yeah, you're just dropping boxes on international. We can't be having that. We really can't be having that. Any plays for the week, my guy?
Actually, I haven't looked into the place yet.
No, we'll cover those plays on Daddy Bits tomorrow.
Yeah. Right? So tune in on that one.
So if you guys haven't yet, make sure that you guys go to Daddy Bits. It shows up every Sunday to Thursday nights. That's our technical analysis show. These are plays that John and I look for viable plays, and we may or may not execute them. You may or may not follow them. Again, that's not financial advice. This is just two dudes shooting the shit and talking about stupid business ideas.
Well, if for the ones who are new to the show, don't be scared of what we call technical analysis. It's such a big term, right? Think of it this way: they're trade ideas.
Ah, good. I like that.
You keep making points today, man. I need to pick. I need to do one.
I know. Trade ideas. I like that. We're gonna incorporate that into Daddy Bits. Trade ideas. Trade ideas. I like it. Last final words.
Do you guys like the setup?
I do, dude. That setup is nice. That is a nice setup. That screams dad. That screams dad. I like it. I like your. I like
we're
the
moving on up.
We're moving on up. Moving on up. All right, guys. Well, with that being said, if you guys haven't yet, please follow us on our social media. Follow me at Trading Poppy. Follow John at John C Trades, at Trading Daddies for the both of us. TradingDaddies.com for all your news, all your merch. 15% off code Robinhood Sucks is still alive. If you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button below. Post notification bell. Give us a nice thumbs up. Make sure that you guys smash that like button. It definitely helps out with the YouTube algorithm. And with that being said, let's get trading.
Yeah.